I choose to apologize to my normal listeners or anyone who may watch this video in the brief annals of posterity. This is the fourth scene I've run today, so if my brain's a little bit, you know why. This following scene is going to be set in the Golden Needle, a tattoo parlor. Where is the tattoo parlor, actually, Dorna?
It would be on the north side. It is not. It is not in a nice place.
For those of you who do not know, the north side of Dublin is a shithole. Continuing.
It really is.
So as Sketch will enter, he'll hear the sound as the machine starts to whir the needle as he sees Rusty, who's face down. He's almost at crotch level with what I will lovingly refer to as as the chaviest of chavs. You see his hands very deftly flick around with the needle in it. He's tattooing some kind of Japanese symbol onto her until he'll flick his eyes up and say, "Starry there, Starry Sketch. What's cracking?"
Nothing much, Rusty. Nothing much. You kind of like rub the back of his head. It's been busy.
Well, then again, if we're not moving, we're dying. But then again, that's just the way of things.
I suppose. Do you need me to do anything, or?
I'll be with you in just a moment, but just finishing off here. He'll flick it. He'll flick the needle. You'll see him click a button. It will stop. It'll stop its buzzing noise, and it's like, "Right, love, that's done for you there. I tell you what, you give me 120, we'll call it even." She proceeds to pay him the money and leaves. At which point he'll walk over. He'll wrap his arm around Sketch's shoulder and say, "You know what I fucking love?
What's that?"
I fucking love people who come in here and say, I want like serene butterfly written on me in some kind of Jap talk. But realistically, all I fucking know how to put is me like it in the back door. So it's all fine."
Just starts to laugh. I mean, if they're paying for it, shrug.
I mean, technically, I suppose.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like if they knew what they wanted, they would have read Japanese.
See, this is why I like you. Now, he'll kind of look around and he'll say, "So, what have you been doing with yourself recently? I haven't been seeing hide nor hair of you."
Just keeping busy, keeping low, and just saving up money. You know how it is out here.
What, in Skid Row? Yeah, I've got a rough idea, yeah.
I just keeping my eye on things and just, keeping on top of things, really, doing more work and all that. Just rubs his arms.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna need some new I'm gonna need some new ink brought up from downstairs. Do you think you can handle that there, big man?
Oh, of course, yeah. No problem at all.
Right, then you do. Oh, holy fuck. You'll see as a troop of bikers, literally covered in tattoos, walk in. You'll say, "Right, well, I'm about to go and have the second battle of fucking Jericho."
Oh boy, better run and get your fucking ink there. Yes, he's moving. Like, he even sees it. He's like, "Oh, holy shit." He's moving quite fast.
As you get to the door, Sketch, as you get to the door, the handle, you turn it, and the door should open. You know it's not locked, but the door won't open.
He'll turn, look over at Rusty. "Did you lock the door?"
Rusty is still standing there, but he's not moving. Neither are any of the men in front of you, all of the bikers, etc.
He'll kind of turn his head like, is what kind of staring, frowning, like walking up beside him, like clicking his fingers in front of his face and just kind of looking around.
None of them seem to react to you. None of them seem to even notice that you're there. As they do so, as you walk towards them, however, you'll hear a vague dripping noise, like as if condensation or rain is dripping from the ceiling. Just drip, 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 drip.
Yeah, he'll look up then, like, what the hell?
You don't see anything as you look up. However, as you turn around to look at Rusty's arm, you look him up and down. you'll see the ink on his arm is dripping off from his own tattoos, at which point you'll notice it's doing the same from all of the other men in the room.
Huh. Kind of takes a step back, like probably just following where the liquid is coagulating and beginning to form, just watching it like, what the fuck?
You will see all around you, you will see the ink start to flow from the tattoos. You'll see it start to congeal and coalesce. You'll see it start to form and wriggle and writhe until standing before you from the puddle of this great colorful mass, you will see a figure who appears to be composed entirely of the ink itself. So his fingers ripple with it. You'll see the vagaries of the tattoos on his skin that it seems to compose. He appears to be made entirely from them.
Yeah, Sketch will just stare almost like wide-eyed, like, whoa.
Oh my. So, this is you.
Yeah, this is me.
Oh my. So, what's your name?
Sketch. That's what everyone calls me, Sketch.
Sketch. But do you?
I mean, I've just gotten so used to it. I don't mind being called Sketch.
Oh, my poor thing. Darling boy. It will kind of walk around the room. As it walks, you'll see it leaves the impressions of the tattoos on the ground. So it'll take a step, and then all of a sudden, a spider that you know is on Rusty's arm will appear where it stepped, etc. And it seems to do this as it walks all the way around the room. So, why are you Sketch?
I think it's because I like to steal things, so people get the wrong impression of me.
But then again, why do people choose to own? I suppose is an equally valid question.
I mean, if they're flaunting it out for everyone to see, I mean, I figure it's right for the taking.
See, I like him. He understands, or at least he thinks he does. Well, maybe. So, I've got a challenge for you, little Sketch.
All right. What's the challenge?
It's pretty simple. I like to keep things simple. After all, if I try to make anything too complex, well, then that becomes ordered, structured, and planned, and ugh, I don't like that. No.
No, I hear you. No, I hear you. Just nod.
He will contemplate for a moment, and he will say, For the record, this is the rough form it takes without the sword and more colorful. It will say, I want you to. Well, what would the phrase be? It will walk forward and it'll rip like just off Sketch's sleeve of the sleeve of. Is he wearing a shirt or is he wearing a jacket?
He's probably after taking off the jacket and was wearing a shirt, I would imagine, when he came in.
The shirt goes, the sleeve of the shirt goes, and he'll say, show me your inner self on your outer flesh.
Huh. Okay. Through drawing or?
He'll point to the needle.
We'll just nod and probably like take off the full shirt. Walk over to the needle very calmly. He'll look at them and look at the man and begin to like, start up the machine and begin to tattoo himself.
Okay, please make me a stamina check.
Okay.
Because tattooing yourself is fucking painful.
It really is. No successes. Ooh, that's gonna hurt.
What were you going to try and put on yourself?
I was putting what Sketch was putting on is he's putting various layers of knots covered in various layers of different type of flowers, and it's the knotted man with different like spiral points connecting to who Sketch is in different parts of his body, starting from the heart, moving up around.
You're able to do this, however, it becomes much more fragmented, much more disjointed, because occasionally you will wince or your hand will slip due to the pain, which causes it to become entirely more erratic. If it helps, the figure actually seems to enjoy that.
Oh, yeah, Sketch is like, oh, the fuck is he doing it? So he kind of looks up like, oh, God, but at least I'm keeping you happy, as he's tattooing very slowly.
He's pottering around the room at this point, as he'll look down and he'll say, "Why is this you?"
The knotted man has several layers of everything, and right in the center is the very core, and shows what the knotted man really is. I have several layers. What I want people to see and what I don't want people to see always intertwine with each other, but right in the middle, I'm just the guy who just wants to help, just survive. I'll do that through getting other people to do it, but I just want to keep myself and my sister safe. And Jewel. That's all. I'm just a guy trying to live. Life. But I choose to hide that through the layers I choose to show. And you open one hand, stealing. Magic. Force. Life. Death.
Why is it that you're afraid for them to see what is the sketch and what isn't the sketch?
Judgment.
Why is it that you fear that judgment? Why is it that their words matter?
Because proud of me for something. I've always wanted that, and rejection is just too much to take.
It will move two of its fingers and it'll bop him on the forehead, just like bop.
It makes that like, you know what I mean, type of noise.
It will say, to move from A to B, or rather A to C, sometimes you need to go through B. However, sometimes you can just sidestep B altogether and go on an adventure to Z and back. You can't be afraid just because you're afraid, just because you think people will judge you. People will always judge you. It's inevitable. It is in the human nature, the condition. The thing that makes us sleep at night is the fact that we know that we're safe when we're never safe.
Yeah.
I think that you're right. There are many layers to you. It'll look at you it will look at you and it will say something that will ring in your head very slightly. And it will say, but Sketch is only a layer.
You look down. Yeah.
So, what do you want? Thing that might wear the name of Sketch?
Not to be afraid to actually say my real name.
Why are you afraid of it?
Because then people will know who I am. Find me. To hurt my sister. Because Tristan Hare is weak and frightened, and Sketch gets to be the life of the party. Nobody cares because Sketch is always there.
I'll make you a deal, Tristan Hare. He'll extend his hand and he'll say, how about this? Come to Z with me. And then we'll see if we can eventually get to C.
Okay.
But you'll say, I'm inviting Tristan Hare. I'm not inviting Sketch.
Just a slow nod. Okay then.
Its hand is extended.
You reach out slowly and take it.
All right. As he does that, the figure will spin incredibly quickly on the spot. It will turn back into a liquid, and it will basically you'll see it splash over everything in the room. Eventually, the color will drain away from everything except the tattoos where they were meant to be on the men. However, on your tattoo, the one that you were working on your arm, you will see in tiny, beautifully calligraphized writing at the center of the knotted man. The knotted man now has a heart that it didn't have before, in the style of a romanticized love heart,
Mm-hmm.
and it
Mm-hmm.
will say Tristan Hare written around it in very tiny writing.
Huh. Like touch it and then just smile to himself. Like, yeah, it's my name. Huh.
As you touch it, you will hear from in front of you, "What the fuck's keeping you, boy? Go down and get me the fucking ink."
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, yeah, no problem. Probably awkwardly walks into the door as he's opening, like, ugh. Yeah, and opens the door, like, yeah.
It sometimes helps when you fucking turn the handle, you Nancy.
Yeah. Realize that doors are not my friend. You know, as he opened.
I swear to God, he comes from Black Rock or some shit because he's fucking retarded.
Yeah, an Irish joke. Damn it.
And if you're happy with that, we shall end our scene.
Yes.
Thank you, player, for playing. Thank you, whoever, how many watchers, for watching. Sketch has advanced to Erite 3.
Woo!
Yay. Or rather, Mr. Hare has advanced to Erite 3.
Ha.
Aha. All right. Thank you, player, for playing. Thank you, watchers, if you have any, for watching. This has been another scene in Darkness in Dublin.